if you've been able to hear me or not. I didn't think it had started, but then you said hey, and I got very confused. But hi, we're doing a live. I'm so impressed that you're here before I even knew I was here. So well done. Okay. All right. Let me just. I don't know. Is the microphone working, or is it this? I don't know if it's default or. Hey, hello, Ariana Adeline. Good name. Hello. It sounds good. Okay, thank you. I'm still not sure what's connected and what's going on, but I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you. I better do my hello. Hello. Hi, I am Spantopia Rose, but you can call me Span. How are you? I'm going to be doing a little bit of drawing on my iPad today, as I've been supposed to be doing, and let me tell you, I haven't drawn anything in 2 weeks, because we didn't draw anything last week, and I hadn't have one last week, and I have done some painting, and I haven't done any sketching in that time, so we'll see how that goes. I'm actually going to take my gloves off because I've got sweaty palms now. It's so cold this morning, but I cranked up the heater, so now I'm getting warm. Alrighty. A little bit of fabric sounds to start with. No, I'm actually Australian. I'm from Australia, but I have heard some people think that Australian accents and British accents sound very, very similar to each other sometimes, but I am Aussie. I'm an Aussie, true blue. I am from Canberra, which is a little bit like a city. It's Australia's capital, but I'm also it's like a small city. I always mix them up. I do sound a little bit different in my accent. I once was multiple times strangers have thought that I'm from other places in like real life. Like I've been talking to my sister on a boat, and a lady said to us, me in particular, said, oh, it's a bit different to back home in Edinburgh, as if they'd clocked me from being in Edinburgh, and I was just like, yeah. And then it like just it clicked to me that they thought that, and then by that time I'd already said yes. I was from Edinburgh, but I'm not. I just was in Sydney and I'm from Canberra. So that's pretty funny. Good mood. And another time I had somebody ask where I was from. I was on a bus in Sydney, and I said Canberra, and they're like, oh, I thought I detected an accent from somewhere else. And I was like, nah, I'm just bogan, mate. Just a little bit bogan, which is true. I mean, look at my flannel. This is my favorite mug. One of my favorite mugs at the moment. Good mood with my little lemon boys. And I want to do a pattern that is a little bit similar to this, that says, I really like the good mood, so I want to keep good mood, but I also want to do one that says bitter boy mood, lemon boys, bitter boy mood, something like that. So I might do that today, but my main goal today is to draw some garlic. Because not yesterday, the day before yesterday. So what is it? Today is Friday, so Thursday, so Wednesday. Hopefully this has some batteries. I better check that out. But on Wednesday, I did some weeding of a garlic farm. I volunteered to go and help out at is that a Sims 2 thing in the back? Oh, my friend, Dr. Super Dr. Ulock. That's a fandom I haven't heard in a long time. That is bringing back some core memories from my 20s. Yes, so that is Sims 1 actually, and because you've asked, I want to show you. Yeah, I know, right? 1 second, I want to show you the piece. I just have to get it off the wall. I have to. I can't not. I'm obsessed. Okay. I actually want to laminate this. Okay. So this is I want to say a historical document. I want to say, don't make any loud noises. I want to say from, this needs to be in a museum. This deserves to be in a museum. This is my original paper insert from the CD of The Sims 1. This is where is he? Yeah, this is my favourite character. The thief that comes in the night. We got all of these classic faces. I don't know half their names are bad. Is that Bob Pancakes? But anyway, this is my original insert from, I would say, the year 2000. I think it was released. I am still a huge Sims fan. It's my go-to escapism, even more than reading. Not Sims 1. I can't get it to work anymore. I had Sims 2 for a little while. But literally since I was 10 in the year 2000, I've been playing a form of Sims. My friend Warren, he had it first, and I used to play at his house. And I remember once I accidentally killed his entire family and the game saved after the house burnt down. He was mortified. But that's just what happens in The Sims. Yes, I have played Animal Crossing. I've only played the most recent one. And I got it and I set up the island and I had the people and then I did all that and completely lost interest. So I know there's like cooking and stuff that you can still do, but I haven't played in ages. I haven't gone to check up. Last time I went in, all the villagers were like, "Where have you been?" I love that it's on your wall like a trophy. Absolutely, this is a prized possession of mine. I have a Tamagotchi sticker thing on my door from when I was a kid, and I've kept it on there. Yes, do, please do. In my sister's apartment, I have this big cupboard which is just covered in stickers. And they're not even like cool stickers from things that I loved. They're just stickers I collected as a kid. I'm very neurodivergent. I'm autistic and ADHD, and the joy that objects like this bring me is just. Of course, it's going to be on my wall. I'm considering getting it laminated, but I don't know if I should get it framed instead. I could just put it in a little cheap frame. I think I've got a frame, but I want to keep it safe, and it's currently just blue tacked on the wall. I was obsessed with Animal Crossing until I had to do my house up, and then decorating village became a chore. Yes. So I think I updated my house twice. I'm so awkward. Also, I think I always connected to things because I was lonely. Yeah, same. Same objects over people. Like a lot of the time, my friends were toys. I'm gonna say toys, but really objects. Yeah, for sure. But this is definitely a nostalgic piece of paper, and I love it so much. The plastic, so you know how you have the CD case that this slips into? I mean, sometimes, babe. Don't objectify. I love you. What was I saying? I was telling a story, and then you rudely interrupted me. Distractions. So the plastic CD case that this came in for The Sims, the actual plastic of it. I'm not an art teacher. Thank you though. That's I feel like I'm gonna take that as a compliment. But no, I'm not a teacher. I'm just I'm an artist. Yeah, I don't teach think especially not in like an award-winning artist. That's me. I did win recently I entered into a competition and I won a highly commended for my astrophotography, which also had a little bit of digital painting in it. So I did win an award for that. So I'm an award-winning artist. Thank you very much. No, I'm not a teacher because I can't think of anything worse than going back to high school. I just think I'd get picked on and I wouldn't like it. Thank you so much. Thank you. It was very, 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 very exciting. Yeah, thank you. Thanks. Yeah, I did win. Highly commended. So, yay. That was very validating. But yeah, no, I can't think of anything worse than being a teacher. I could teach adults and grown-ups, and I could definitely teach online in this sort of setting. That would be great. But in IRL, in real person, too anxious, way too anxious, hated high school so much, and primary school, I'm not brave enough to be in charge or to care for that many, or even a small amount of children. My anxiety would be too high. What if something happened? I don't want to be the grown-up. I'm not the grown-up. I can't have kids. I am kids. So the plastic case that this came in, I just want to tell you this really quick story. My friend well, he's still my friend. I just haven't seen him for over 2 years. Potter. His name's Potter after Harry, but that's only because anyway. Chris, my friend Chris, he made a hologram, which is really cool. Again, I prefaced my friend by saying I haven't seen him in 2 years. So, you tell me. Anyway, I haven't even spoken to him anyway, Chris Potter came over and he made he wanted plastic. Old friend. Don't you want me? Alright, anyway. He made a hologram. Isn't that the coolest thing ever? So you get, I think it was a little mirror or a light, and then you got the reflective plastics in different ways, and he made a little hologram. He put a little frog statue in there and it made a little hologram, which was just the coolest thing ever. But I had to keep the piece of paper, and it was the only one I had, and I really wanted to see the hologram. So impulse control said, yes, you may destroy this plastic, but nostalgia was like, not this piece of paper, though. I will guard this with my life. My oldest friend is Bella and Mortimer Goth. Eliza Pancakes. Anyways, I do have friends. JK and Emily. Okay, I'm just gonna put this over to the side to keep safe, and I'm gonna try and do a drawing. I'm gonna try and do a drawing, which will be tricky because I've got to sketch first because I haven't done anything in weeks. I did some painting yesterday, but it was a very different style than what I'm going to be doing today. Do you have a favorite type of tea? Do you have a favorite type of... I'm clipping that for next time you say you don't have friends. Are you? It's all about context. Anyways. What's my battery looking like? 77%. Alright, that seems good. My password is required. Typho tea. Oh, I don't know what typho is. I don't know what that is. I've been drinking black tea recently. Hey, I remembered the passcode to get in. Because black tea is delicious. And I've been drinking Dilmah most of my life. Most of my life has been Dilmah. I'm just going to be drawing off screen, by the way. So, sorry about that. It'll be just out of your view. But I've discovered Tetley tea, which apparently is an old-fashioned brand. Tetley tea. TTs. I do like TT. Okay. Tetley tea. It's delicious. I can hear that buzzing again. It must be. Oh look, the fog is lifted. I'm gonna get way too hot way too soon. So interestingly, Yorkshire tea. I have had Yorkshire tea, and I liked Yorkshire tea. Deadly tea is quite old, yes. Yeah, so apparently my grandmother didn't like it, so we never had it because it wasn't Nanny Rose's favourite, and her mum apparently even. So my grandma, her mum Nana, and then her mum grandma, all of those family ladies didn't like deadly tea. Apparently it wasn't strong enough, maybe. Anyway, it wasn't to their tastes, so we never had it in my family. My mum never had it. And then we went to a hotel and there was a tea bag of deadly tea, and I was like, this tea is amazing. So I'm drinking deadly tea. Deadly teacup tea, to be specific. And it says, conquer a cup and you can conquer the world. And to be fair, I was having a really bad morning. Very ill this morning, just very unwell, just very not vibing. And then I had my old deadly tea, and now here I am. The lion printed on the cup, yes, look at the lion printed on the cup, that's Simba. And then the leopard spots. Oh, you wee darling, you wee darling. I'm feeling a lot better now. I conquered my cup and now I'm conquering the world. Look at me go. I know I'm feeling a little bit better. They're not lion spots. How dare you? I'm opening Procreate. Okay, so the last thing I did were those 3 fairies, which, to be fair, I didn't particularly like that picture very much. Haven't been drawing a lot then either. So let's do a new picture. Let's keep it large. Okay. What is this 20 by 48 by 20 by 48? I don't know. Let's go 3000 by 3000 because I need to learn. You know how you were saying, am I an art teacher? No, I need to be an art student, actually. I'm thinking about joining a Patreon or buying a class, but I'm also thinking of making a Patreon or draw a goose holding a knife. I've done that before. I should. I did too. It is a beautiful day in the village and you are a horrible goose. I have a chopping board, a wood board. I should take that to your house and we should use it. We should use it at our house. Because it hasn't sold. And having old stock just feels clumsy. Alright, I'm going to appease. I'm going to sketch and appease the people, give the people what they want, and all we all really want is a goose holding a knife. Part of me's like, I should draw a goose holding a knife in its wing, like tucked under its wing, because all of the iconic ones have it in their beak. I'm not even sure I can draw a goose. I'm not even sure I can draw a goose. I should have reference art, reference material, not in photos. Yes, okay. We want to Google Chrome. Set Chrome as your default browser. Is it not? We'll do that later, thank you. Alright, I want to Google Goosum child. Just a goose, please. This is a good one. Alright, let's just have that. How do I make it not full screen? Alright, let's just save in photos, then you can probably work out how to do it. Bookbinding, white striped something. Do I have a favourite artist? Yes, my favourite artist. I have 2 favourite artists at the moment. My favourite modern artist who's making work today is Sam from Sam Does Arts. For digital art, he is by far my favourite. I love him, and I really like his same face girls that he draws all the time. But I really like his style of showing us how painting is and how why do more work when less work do job attitude. But in classic artists, Joseph Mallet, William Turner. Do you know Turner? Turner does like ships with the fog and the water and the tumultuous feels, and I just just love Turner. I've seen his work in person, and it's just there's something different about it, something very unlike the work that I do. What am I doing? I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing. I just know that not doing it feels worse. Okay, Procreate. Let's go into gallery. No, not gallery. I need to draw every couple of days, if not every day, because I forget how things work. There was a bang. It sounded like somebody hitting a window. Hopefully it wasn't. It was just the house. It's an old house. It's a shed. It makes creaking noises. Oh, I forgot to finish my sentence. I live in Canberra, and I also live in the middle of nowhere, out near Cooma, like on a little property near a river with my parents as well. Oh, okay. Good question. Am I worried about AI art at all? A lot of artists, writers, musicians have been talking about it recently, and there seems to be quite a mixed opinion if it'll steal jobs or not. So long answer short, yes, I am worried about it, but also I'm not getting any jobs at the moment anyway, so they're not stealing my jobs. But I like that's very personal. Personally, I think it's a fun tool to use and create things, but I also, every time I do that, it feels off. None of the images I've made have felt nice or pleasant or emotion evoking. They always feel a little bit weird. And even ones where I'm like, oh, I didn't know AI made that. It's never been my favorite, if that makes sense. I think that people are really pushing AI the wrong way at the moment. I think somehow humans are driving AI to create art and music and fun creative things because that's what humans are driven to do. So I think that AI is making art is still a reflection of how creative people are. And I am a little bit worried that people are going to lose their creative skills, like humanity in general, because they'll just drive AI as their tool instead of the paintbrush, or I even to a point all digital art is a little bit assisted, but I love assisting myself. Like I make paintings. Yesterday I was doing painting. I feel like some are using AI instead of their brains. I think it is a tool to assist. I do think I'd love to see an experiment of people guessing what was made by AI and what was made by people. That is a great video idea. That would be a great live idea. If I had the images and then I showed them to you, I'm just gonna note that down because I too would love to watch that, and I gotta make the content I want to watch. So we'll just do that now. Sorry, I'm just gonna really quickly note that down because I want to watch that. I want to do that. I'm not sure it's not gonna be. I'm not gonna do it tomorrow. It'll take some prep, but it is something that I would love to see. But I do feel like a lot of people would be able to tell still, unless somebody goes make it really like this particular artist, and then maybe the vibes will change. But I do feel like it is a tool that people are utilizing to become creative themselves, and I don't think humanity will lose that. I think that drive for singing, for music making, for being creative is an innate part of humanity that a lot of people lose in the society that we're in. And if AI is enabling people to create, I think that's a good thing. However, I do think people should be doing traditional art as well. And I do think that AI should be driven to do the work that we don't want to do, like writing, I don't know, laws and like that's giving them too much power. But I don't know what people do at jobs, but people do at jobs and they don't like the job that they do. That's the kind of work that we want the AI to be doing, is the jobs that we don't want to be doing. We want to be making art, which is why we're making AI make art, because it's something we're doing in our free time. And if we can get that AI to use the intelligence to do things that we don't want to do, that society is forcing us to do, then it frees us up to be creative and do our traditional art. I think that could be a great tool, and that's where AI should be going into the things I don't understand, like economics and all of that sort of thing, where people feel like their creativity is being stifled, where they're not expressing themselves. I think that's where AI needs to be, not doing the work for us, not making creative things, because I feel like that's something humans should be doing. But that's, unless the robots develop creativity themselves and making their own things, that's going to be a fun time in my life. I grew up when I was young. I watched I'll Break David, and the one with Robin Williams that's just absolutely terribly sad. Even just drumming on the table with your hands is a common thing a lot of people do. Doodling, writing, like little random stories or notes. Most people do creative things without even realizing. Yes, and that's what I think we should be nurturing. Doodling in the margins is at school should be applauded. It shouldn't be. I got in trouble for that a lot, especially in classes where I was paying attention, and that's what really irked me, because my neurodivergent brain worked better if I was scribbling in my margins. I was listening to what my teacher was saying. Anyway, it also helped me in maths, where I actually was just doing my art homework in my maths class because I couldn't understand the maths, and that's what the AI should be doing, the maths. Anyway, in my school you get your book in the bin. That's a bit harsh. How are you supposed to learn anything? Anyway, I have to write a note. See, I would make a great teacher in the eyes of the students, and probably not in the eyes of the school board or the parents. I mean, although if the parents are my age, they might, my age, I don't know how old you are, they probably would agree now, but I would hope. I don't know, I don't like the public. I like our nice little privacy of here, of like-minded individuals being here. Anyway, I'm writing a note. Quick. What am I writing? Make video where people choose if AI or human made. See if people get. Okay. That's so funny, because then you can't even write it all, so it's even worse. Yeah, exactly. It's even worse if they take your book off you, because that's where you're doing your work that you are doing. Hello, Mateo, Mouse Mateo. Mateo. Hi, welcome. Hi. You're 20. Yeah, no, I don't mind at all. Sorry, I should have asked before I asked. If you don't mind. I am actually 34. I'm turning 35. I'm 34. I have to stop and calculate that, because I always think I'm in my 20s, but I'm not. Okay, I'm drawing a goose. What am I doing? I'm drawing a silly goose. You're a silly goose. I want to insert a photo. Why do more when less do job? Okay, I want to make that bigger. What are you doing? Okay, drag that up. Zoom out a little. I'm sorry, you can't see what I'm doing. Yeah, so I'm remember how I said why do more work when less work do job, which apparently is an Office reference. I should watch The Office. Christian, can we watch The Office? Let's watch The Office. I 21, but I feel a lot younger, and sometimes I don't know if it's because of my social skills and independent skills being behind due to autism. I'm not sure. My independent skills are bot. I am not. I'm okay. I'm getting better. I'm getting better at my independence, but I am terrible. I'm not a very independent person. I rely heavily on my partner and my parents, and I wish I could be more independent. I really do. But it's just not. It's not the way that I work, and I'm learning to accept that myself and my abilities are less than neurotypical, and I'm learning to accept that that's okay. I think it's hello, Alice Covia. I think it's good to have a support system like that, though. Yes, I'm not saying support systems are bad. I definitely think everyone should have more support systems. I just think that it I personally would like to be able to drive to and from my two houses without having an emotional breakdown, and I can do it sometimes. Sometimes I can do that, but more often than not, I am an emotional disaster if I am by myself, and that's something I'm working on in therapy. And my social skills are good now, but I'm 34. Like I've had a lot of being a grown up as a kid. My social skills were very not good. Very not good. They would make me physically ill from the stress. Now I'm a little bit more relaxed. Socially, I'm not good at being social. I'm good at being social, but it's not easy, let's say that. So I won this award for being an artist and putting in an art, and I had to go and accept the award, and I had to talk around. I had to mingle. I had to get my photo taken for a newspaper. Actually, I should buy that newspaper. I need to find that newspaper and buy it. Hopefully it's not out. Hopefully I haven't missed it. And I had to chat to strangers about my artwork, and I was good at it, and it was invigorating, and it was okay. But then I crashed real hard. I got real tired, and it definitely fills me with a lot of feelings and a lot of anxiety. But I know that now, and I'm dealing and accepting with that within myself now. So even though I do still struggle a lot, like a lot, it's just one facet of the things I'm struggling with at the moment, because I'm also very physically unwell. I feel so much shame about my issues, because certain things family members are, and being bullied. Okay, I am so sorry that this has happened, and I do understand where you're coming from, and I got bullied a little bit. I did get bullied a little bit, but I especially in that transitional period between primary school and high school, in that year 10, that, like, I don't know, finding out who we are, I really struggled, and I really was very different. It's such a great achievement to be able to do that. Oh my god, thank you. I feel you on this. I personally struggle at connecting with people, yes. I think I'm just too comfortable with the silence. I know. I'm very comfortable in silence, and I forget that other people aren't comfortable, and then if I realize that there's a silence, I try to overanalyze no, I don't try, it's just I accidentally overanalyze everything, and I'm like, are these people okay? What are their vibes like? And then I have to really lean into their vibes to see if the silence is good or bad, and then overcompensate by talking too much, or just don't do that. It depends what the situation is, and if I feel I have to make this person comfortable, which genuinely is most of the time. Sorry, I'm behind in the chat. This is a great conversation. Thank you so much for being here and having this with me. I'm very happy right now. I'm sorry that you struggle with connecting with people. I find that for me, I either connect with someone or I don't. So I find I very easily make connections and think that I'm much more friendly with this person than actually is probably appropriate. Like, I volunteered for one day on Wednesday with valet, and now I'm like, my new best friend valet, we really get on. Like, I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know. But he does garlic, and he grows garlic, and I was helping him weed. Me and my mum went out to help with the chores of getting it ready for the next thing. Okay, stop talking about garlic and get back to the conversations, Ben. Okay, sorry. I think I'm just comfortable with the silence the same. That is such a great achievement to be able to do that. Thank you. I suppose it's because it's something you're passionate about. Yes, rather than just everyday interactions. 100%. 100%. I knew what I was talking about, so I was much easier to talk about it. I also, people who are neurodivergent are often like, I hate small talk. I hate talking about the weather, which I think weather might be a bit of a special interest for me, because I love talking about the weather. So people are like, oh, it's foggy outside. I'm like, oh yes, the fog rolled in at 7:30 this morning, which is late. It usually comes early and then leaves by 8 or 9, but it actually came in late, and then we haven't had our fog lifting until 11 or 12, right now it's 11 and the fog has lifted. But before that, it was at 7:30. I didn't think we were going to get fog, but then again, like, I will talk about weather. Like, I will talk about weather. You see, I love talking about bad weather. I love talking about weather, especially. Oh, there's a car walking outside. Hello. Oh, he's looking in at me. Hi. What are you doing? He's got bright yellow eyes. Oh, what a gorgeous bird. He's very gorgeous. Yes, very strong. Okay. It's so upsetting to have people who are supposed to support you treat you so horrible. Absolutely. Like, my parents don't talk to them either anymore. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't have anything more to do with them apart from weddings or whatever. Wow. Okay, guys, I'm so sorry that your family has let you down in such a way, and I want you to know that even though you might not feel traumatized, trauma's a thing, look into it. I'm very sorry that like, I didn't think I had much trauma from school, and then turns out my whole life is little bits scattered throughout there. So I hope that you are doing your best to look after yourself and building your own support network that works for you specifically. Don't be like, oh my god, Span's really close with their parents, maybe I should be close with my parents. No. If they are bad people, stay away from them. Like, definitely. And I'm so sorry that this is happening. I do love talking about weather is one of my favorite topics. Excellent, good. We can always talk about the weather. Lucky my parents support me now. Okay, they used to be quite in denial about my autism, and also when I came out, but I've got things so much better. But they've got so much better now, and I'm very grateful. Yeah, I do think with coming out, some people have really horrible experiences, and that just makes me so sad, and really grateful for my own parents who just everything just kind of slides off their back with me. It's really wonderful that your parents are coming around a bit and they're getting better, and that's all that we can hope that happens, that they fully accept you and that they grow and learn as well. That's wonderful. That is wonderful. It is wonderful, and I hope that continues to be nurtured like water off a duck's back. Speaking of ducks, let's draw a goose. Yes, so things do just roll off my parents. Like, they're very accepting now, and I think because I just keep coming at them with new things, they're just like, this is what we're dealing with now, it's bad. Like, they're very what's that word that everybody wants? Unconditional. Very unconditional in their love. Like, they get fed up and stuff, but like, I tell them everything whether they want to know it or not. Like, I am an oversharer, you can imagine. But, you know, my mum and I are very tight, and I'm very close with my dad as well. Okay, let me just delete this layer, delete, and start a new layer. And let's see what brush we've got on. Yeah, that will do. What are we on? Is it my favorite? Syrup 1. I still haven't learned how to. My cat is very unconditional in her reluctant love. I really do. I mean, my parents have a lot of issues. Let's not lie. I won the lottery. I got the ADHD from one and the autism from the other. Yay. So it is. I won the lottery in terms of interpersonal relationships, for sure. In terms of physical DNA. Thanks, Grandma. We have our issues. We do definitely have our issues. It's not all perfection all the time, obviously, but I'm very grateful for them. I would not be around today had I not had some very rough patches with my parents when I was a teenager, but we got through them. We got through them all, so that's good. So yeah, I did. I'm very grateful. Let's draw a goose. Now, do we want the knife? This is a poll. Up to you guys. Up to you. Would you like the knife that this goose is holding to be traditional in the beak? Or would you like it to be tucked under the wing, or some magical third thing where their feathers are holding the knife? You let me know. I'm going to start in on this sketch layer. So what I'm actually just going to show you my process, because a lot of people I'm learning to accept my own way that I work, because I trace, and I think that that's okay. And I think it's not the same as using AI, but it is the same as using a reference. Just standing on top of the knife, good option, very solid option. Okay, so I trace as a Halloween hat. Knife. So I want to show you, I'm sketching over the top, straight over the top of the layer, right? So I've got the reference layer in as a thing, and I'm just tracing straight over the top to get the proportions right, because if I don't, I worry too much. I worry way too much, because if I'm worried about getting it right, I don't enjoy the process. So I'm doing art for freedom, and I'm allowed to trace, and that's okay. Okay, so when you say the great reference picture, very cute, thank you. So that's how I'm doing it, and I'm owning that. I am owning that. All right. So when you say the Halloween, also work meeting after it. Good, go do your work. Yes, please. Sorry, don't let me distract you. Love you. Good luck. Tracing has been used for centuries. Don't worry. I know, especially with projectors and like pinhole projectors. Love you too. Have a good day. Okay. Especially the old greats doing oil paintings would have little pinhole projectors where the light goes through the box and projects onto the wall, and that's completely fine. And I need to accept that and relax and not go to art school because they didn't let me in anyway. Okay. So when you say one of the hats, do you mean where the knife goes through one side and out the other like a hat? Because that sounds really fun. That sounds really fun to me. Alright, so I'm just going to make this sketch layer. Yes, that is what you mean. Good. Alright, now I'm gonna get my brush and I'm gonna start drawing so I can talk and draw at the same time. I am physically able of doing this. I'm looking myself in the eye when I say that. I'm physically able of doing this, just to promise myself I can do both. Okay, so I'm going to... How am I going to do this? Okay, I'm good. I got the idea in my head. Okay, from all the art school vlog things I have seen to try and live vicariously, yes, through them, it seems so chaotic and random. Yes, and like a lot of hard work. And I both thrive and fail to thrive. I both thrive and decay under pressure. So I thrive on very small amounts of pressure, and then I just completely wilt after that. So I think I would wilt in art school. So it's probably a blessing that I didn't get to go when I wanted to, because I would have not done well. Oh man, I did not do any sketches, so straight in. So we want to do a little hat. So the little knife hat, I want to make it look like a hat so that it's comical and happy and not being stabbed. So let's put this little eye, let's make him open, not squinting. Why can I hear duck noises? Am I going insane? It's a crow. It's okay. It's a crow. Alright. I watch a lot of art school vlogs, I'm not gonna lie. I watch a lot of them. I'm gonna do a little star in his eye because that's how eye sparkles. To show that he's happy. And then we'll just color in the rest of it. Must be the stars in their eyes. It looks like Daniel. out. That's it. We've got a very wide open eye there. I might have raised that back a little so he doesn't look droopy because that's a trigger for me. Okay. A little bit squinty at the bottom. There we go. Alrighty. At the moment, let's make that line a bit bigger. Okay, he's got a happy eye. Okay. So ASD says ADHD pressure limits are so real. Yes, I love deadlines because it allows me to do my work. Yes, but at the same time, the big projects and their deadlines freak me out. Exactly. So long-term pressure of having a term to do something. Terrible. Short-term goals of this is due. You got to do your work because my big project. Because the deadline is here, so you got to do it now. But if I'm supposed to be working on something for 2 weeks, no. I'm gonna do a live every Friday because a live is a deadline that I can get done and do then. But if I had to work on an artwork a week, I'm not gonna be working on it all week. I'm gonna decay under that pressure for sure. Freak me out big time. So that's very. I'm gonna call myself ADHD, which is autistic ADHD. So ADHD. Instead of having to say ASD/ADHD or neurodivergent or whatever, I'm going to say ADHD because they're the two that really get me. How did you meet your partner, if you don't mind me asking? No problem if you don't want to answer. I'm just asking because I worry I'll be forever alone and awkward as autistic with independence issues. Yeah. I'm so sorry. I don't mind you asking at all. Please. My life is an open book, so therefore his is too. We met on dating apps. We met on Tinder. We literally met on Tinder. So I think that online dating is actually a lifesaver for me. I was very into it for many years before I met my partner on there. And what happened was I would play the game for years and I would be really picky and I'd be trying to find people who I thought would accept me, and in doing that I was very judgmental and I would say no to a lot of people I could have said yes to, and yes to a lot of people I should have said no to because I didn't know. You don't know from looking at pictures. It's really, you got to watch what they say in their profiles, and sometimes less is more. You got to talk to people to get to know them, because also I find I can't remember what that sexuality is where I don't actually know if I'm attracted to somebody until I get to know them better. Like, I don't sexually, like, I can say, oh, that's a pretty person, I'm aesthetically very attracted to this person, and then judge based on that. Yeah, Demi, thank you, demisexual. Yes, I learned that word from my own experience on Tinder, is that a lot of people are on Tinder and they just want to do physical stuff straight away, and that was very repulsive for me, actually. I was terrified, absolutely terrified of that, and also, don't touch me, like, I have a big don't touch me vibe, that other people don't always pick up on because I'm so nice, and then I freak out in those situations. So you gotta really talk to the people online first. And what happened with my partner I've got at the moment was I was giving up. I was really upset and demoralized because of all of the negative experiences that I'd have, or not even negative, just not positive, of not being able to find people like me on Tinder specifically. And I was like, right, I'm going to get rid of Tinder for a while, and then I'll try Bumble, or I'll try I think there's one, I can't remember what it's called, like Hinge or something. Yeah. With Max and Nev at my door. I think that's a reference I'm not getting. Yeah, I was just giving up on Tinder, and I said to the two people, I was only chatting to two people at that time, and I said, one of them was my partner, and I said to them, look, I'm deleting Tinder. Do you have anywhere else we can talk? Do you have Facebook? Do you have... And my partner doesn't do social media, so he didn't have any... he didn't have... It's kind of funny that he's not here because my partner is Christian, who was chatting up the top there. So he didn't have a social media where I could stalk him, and I thought that was actually really good, right? So I couldn't get too obsessed. I had to be obsessed with talking to him instead of my idea of him that I was building from things that he had online. So that was actually a positive thing. Now it's annoying because I can't tag him and stuff, but it's fine. It's also hard for group chats, but we're learning because we're getting, I'm on WhatsApp, so he added me on WhatsApp, and we chatted there, and we would send mammoth emails back and forth to people. I'm very introspective. I think about everything way too much. I am far too self-aware, and I overanalyze everything in my life all of the time, which is something I'm working on not doing. Yeah, sorry, it's a TV show where people get told with somebody that they are someone who they aren't, and then they meet the real one. Yes, right. Yeah, that sounds like something. I was also always terrified that I was a catfish when I was on social dating websites. I was like, I'm putting forward my best foot, and then they get me, and I'm a crying mess. So even to this day, I'm like, I am nothing like the photos that I put on Tinder when I met my partner 2.5-3 years ago. It's Catfish, the one from MTV. Okay, I've not watched it. I don't know. But I don't think we have MTV. Anyway, it's probably available somehow in Canberra, in Australia, but I'm not sure I've done it. I've ever watched it. So this, I'm gonna give cheeks to this one. Sorry, I got distracted by my own drawing. I got distracted from and to my own drawing. So talking, you really get to gauge who somebody is through talking to them, and talking to them about big important issues, and also asking them how their day was. Because if you've got someone who's always going to say, oh, my day was terrible, that's going to be a negative person. The amount of conversations I've had in my head that I end up thinking were real. Me and my sister have talked about this because we talk about stuff like we have fake conversations with people when we're in the shower all the time. No, I agree. I understand completely. I have fake conversations all the time. And then later I'm like, how did I have this conversation in real life? It's bad now that I do have a partner. I still have conversations that don't happen in my head, that I'm scripting, that I'm preparing for. And then I'm like, oh no, we definitely talked about this. And then he's just like, you have not mentioned this once to me. And I'm like, this was a shower conversation. So when I'm in the shower and I'm getting upset at something someone has said that's not true, that they never said, me and my sisters, this is my sister's rule, is that you just have to be like, there's no one there. There's no one in the shower with you. There's no one there. Don't worry about it. There's no one there, Span. There's no one there. And that's how I get rid of my shower. My shower head knows everything. yeah, my shower. Okay, so I read that as my shower head, as in my head when I'm in the shower, but you mean that the water comes out? Yeah, my shower head knows everything too. It's seen some things, man. It's seen some things. Sorry, distracted. Just let me get this beak down. Okay, am I doing this on the right layer? Sorry, that was a loud whistle. Sometimes my voice whistles when I don't mean it to. If showerheads could talk, I would love to hear what other people's showerheads would say to me while I'm borrowing their shower. That would be funny. Oh gosh, my hand is wobbly today. I'm shaking. Let me have some tea. I am not shaking from excitement, don't worry. The stories they would tell if these walls could talk. Showerheads. I used to work as an archaeologist, field assistant, so carrying buckets, digging holes, finding objects, and I have a very big interest in time team and other archaeological things, shows, and I always think that about the stories that the objects could tell, for sure. I would love to have a chat with a Roman bolt. Well, actually, I would love to have a chat with a stone tool. That would be like, for 30,000 years I've been just staying in the dirt. But before that, all the stories they could tell. Okay, calm down, Span. personality. Getting pretty late. I hope to catch you in your next, in my next live. Thank you. Live. Catch you in the next Thank you so much. Sorry, yes, okay, Ariana, I hope you sleep really, really well. Do you prefer Ariana or Adeline? Because Adeline is a great name. Adeline. I hope you have a really good night. Thank you so much for being here. Seriously, it means the world to have these chats. I love it so much. Literally, I just stumbled upon this when I most needed it. Oh, welcome. I'm so glad. I actually am starting a bit late tonight, this morning, because I had such a rough morning. I was like, I actually can't start my live yet. So it's fine. Thank you so much. Good night. So do I have an Australian version or is it the UK version? Are we talking about Time Team? Sorry. Yeah, I've been watching the UK Time Team. There isn't. There's talk of getting a sort of backyard archaeological thing happening in Australia, but there's so much controversy and rules and regulations and things that really need to be. No, my fault. I moved on and then came back and moved on because we're all neurodivergent here. Okay, Time Team. They're trying to start one, but the rules here are crazy, and you got to get a lot of permissions, and you have to talk to and have involved the Aboriginal community, which is so good because it's their archaeology that we're finding, like their stone tools, their living culture that we're working with a lot of the time, and you got to have them on site with you, which can get very expensive and very I'm going to use the word political, because you've got to get the right families involved, the right cultural appropriate people for the area that you're in, and stuff like that. And it's really fun working on site with the elders, and I just learned so much, and I love working with them so much. But yes, the Time Team. Yeah, apparently the rules over there is that even if you own, so I went to a dig in Wales. I volunteered with a dig in Cornwall. Sorry, Cornwall. Was it Wales or Cornwall? Somewhere in that area. And yes, a lot of the rules there are a lot more. You can dig it up like paleontology. Here, there's less rules around paleontology, so you can dig up dinosaur bones if you find one, but you can't do it. But archaeology is very different, very living culture. But I went to a site that was literally in the backyard of a lady's house, and we were digging up amazing crystal hearths. It was so amazing, that dig, and she just had all the time in the world, so you could just work on it whenever she wanted, and that just, I want to go and buy in. I have a mighty need. You just assume because of our history, yeah, just dig that up, that's fine. Okay, but yes, Time Team, love it so much. I don't remember why I started. Oh, because of shower, it's good talk, that's right. I'm prepared with my second cup of tea. Okay, I haven't been doing much drawing because we've been having such a good chat. So I want to chat, but I just want to get the line work of this goose out of the way. My hand's a bit less shaky now. I've even had breakfast. Why am I shaky? Who knows? It's been that kind of morning. Deep breaths, deep breaths, deep breaths. Have you watched Time Team? Do you like it? Do you know Professor Alice Roberts? She was on Time Team a little bit, but she also has her own programs now, which I think is called Digging for Britain. And she's coming to Australia, and she's doing a talk in Canberra, and I'm going, and I'm so excited. Okay, this might seem random, but does it hurt your back or your knees or your feet or your neck when you go on a dig? Yes. I just feel like they have to stand around in weird positions a lot. Absolutely. So I've actually just learned I've got scoliosis. so that's, anyway, that's a different talk for a different time. But yes, so it's really, really hard physical work. Watch my breakfast with my parents, watched it when we ate dinner. Yeah, that's nice. It while you ate dinner. Oh, sometimes we do that actually. Yeah. So yes, it's really hard work, and you got to bend down and you got to scrape with. It's good because it's a lot of varied work, but it's bad because it's a lot of varied work. So in Australia in particular, the dirt gets really, really hard, so you got to use a crowbar. So sometimes you got to use a crowbar, so you got to get straight edges with a crowbar, which is hard. But it's really like we also do a thing in Australia that you don't do much of on time ting, which is sieving, which is where you go through the dirt afterwards through a sieve to find objects, which is where we find a lot of our objects, because a lot of the things we're looking for are stone tools, which are only small rocks. So we do a lot of sieving, and that's lifting a really heavy bucket, plonking it onto the sieve, and then kind of stooping over. Wet sieving was the best because it was much quicker. The water would wash away all the dirt, and you'd be left with the rocks, and then you just work out which ones are rocks and which ones are stone tools, which was really fun. But yes, I actually stopped doing archaeology because of the pain and the hard work and my physical inability to do it. I can't do it now. I did a little bit of volunteering, which was about an eighth of the amount of work. A volunteer gardening of pulling weeds, which I was using a mattock to get a pick to get the weeds up, and then carrying potatoes, which was heavy, but that's the sort of thing I would do for 8 to 12 hours. My mum would do 12-hour shifts sometimes. I never did, but I did 3. What I do 4 or 5 hours, and I'm absolutely stuffed. I'm in a lot of pain today, a lot of pain yesterday, a lot of pain yesterday, and even on the day it was too hard for me. So yes, my body is falling apart. I am very, very old now and in a lot of pain all the time. But I do half a day's work, and the pain is bad, so that is why I stopped doing these fluffy pants on this goose. Okay. And then his tail is down. And then a little fluffy fluff. And then a couple here just to indicate that is indeed the wing. Okay, a couple bits around the neck. Fluffy. Okay. So yeah, Professor Alice Roberts is coming to Australia, and I'm so excited. Oh, I forgot his legs. Okay. Oops. Am I in the right layer? Yes. Legs. Oh, that's right. I remember why I forgot his legs. Let's merge. And that's not. Oh, sorry. I wish there was a lot of people in their 30s and 40s say they're old, but for me, I think of old as like 70s, 80s, and 90s. Yeah. So I think you're correct. And hundreds of you live lucky enough to live that long. Absolutely. So old people. I feel like I'm aging prematurely. You know what I mean? I'm still young. I feel like I'm still like trying to work out the world, still navigating who I am. I feel like I'm 15, right? But I'm old and tired and in pain, and my body's falling apart. So I'm middle-aged. Ew. I'm middle-aged. How gross is that? Yeah, so 30s and 40s say they're old because they're old compared to when they were young. But yeah, I think elderly. I'm old, but I'm not elderly. Yeah, I think elderly people are definitely 70s and above, 80s. Yeah, a little bit too literally. I think there's feeling old and there's being old, and it's just you can feel the oldness setting in. But yeah, we're still young. People definitely. I definitely see where you're coming from with. You're not old, you're 75, like you're not old till you're 75, but and I think that's true. That's a good way of looking at it literally, because it just sounds like we're complaining, but I'm middle-aged. Ew, I don't want to accept the words middle-aged. That makes me feel worse somehow than being old. I'm going to start using middle-aged now just to get myself used to it. All right, I'm gonna hide this layer. I'm gonna hide my sketch layer, and I'm gonna make this layer. I'm gonna hide that layer, hide this layer, and I'm just gonna resize this layer because how do I do that? I want to select. Can I do that? And then no. I have no idea what I'm doing. I press this one. There we go. Found it. I want to make him a little bit smaller in the frame. A little bit on its out. Hi, Ness. Hello. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hi. Have I found anything from the Middle Ages in archaeology digs? No. Well, yes, but no. Yes, but no, but yeah, but no, but yeah, but no, but yeah, but no, but yeah. Little wait, let me just resize this a little bit more. Okay, and now go to this one, turn it on, resize it down to fit. Whoops, this one. There we go. So that's about there. Sorry, I will answer you in 1 second. I'm just doing an art. A little bit of an art. Why is the tail and the head not lining up? Okay, that's fine. Because it's a sketch layer, and that's fine. Alright, so we want to turn this one back on. We want to go to this one, and then zoom in, and now I'm drawing again. Okay, hi Ness, hope you're doing well, Ness. Have I found anything from the Middle Ages in archaeology digs? No. So a funny girl was buried with her cat ages ago and they found her. It's so interesting to think about. Yes. Yeah, that's so cool. So no, I've never done burials. I've done a lot of indigenous works, but never any burials or anything. There's my mum out the window. Hi Mum. She can't see me. She's not looking. Taking my dog for a little bit of a walk. That's cute. Okay. So no, some of the physical objects that we find, I'm not allowed to tell you. I know something about that, but I'm not allowed to tell you, so I will tell you something they've discovered in the past. There was footprints found, really old footprints found in Mungo of an early settlement of people, of indigenous Aboriginal people in the area, and they walked across this plain and they walked with their dogs. They had dingoes, and there's actually been burials of dingoes before, of dogs, of their pets, which is such a strong bond. We didn't really have cats in Australia then, but no, I would love to. So I've not been on a site where there's been a burial. So I've not got to work with anything that close to home. But the footprints were very exciting. So that's a really cool bond, and there is very strong evidence of the relationship between a man and his dog in Australia with the indigenous populations as well. So that's really exciting, and I just love I love and hate Egyptology and the mummified cats because it makes me really sad about the dead animals, but it also makes me really excited about that bond with the animals, like you said. But yeah, Egyptology is fascinating for their worship of. She's got her water can out. Off to pottering off to water the flowers. That's my mum. She's archaeology. No, don't tell her I said that. She's not old either. We're both middle aged. So I forgot what I was doing and then I didn't finish it properly. Okay. I want to select that layer and put it about there so you can see the hat. Okay, that's good. Did I undo what I did before? Maybe I did. Oops. Okay, so now I want to get rid of that layer. Turn that layer. Black cockatoos. They're my favourite kind of bird. I find the mythology of ancient Egypt really interesting. Yeah, same. There's a program, I think it's on Netflix, about Egypt and discovering tombs and mummies and stuff, and it was really, really interesting. I can't remember what it was called. Listen, can you... Oh, there they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I'm sorry. 30 black cockatoos. We usually get like 1 or 2. 30 black cockatoos are flying over our house right now. They're my favourite kind of bird. I love them so much. Wow. And Mum's out there. Oh, that's so nice. So a couple of days ago, I want to say like last week, I was in a town in that direction called Adaminaby, and about 25 flew over southerly in Adaminaby. And now they've come from that back here. So it's like they're the same mob. They're probably the same flock, the same mob of black cockatoos just flew over. Oh my gosh, they make me so happy. I just got an adrenaline rush from the birds flying over. I'm not a bird nerd. What are you talking about? Okay, sorry. Hopefully I didn't make too much exciting. That was so cool. I saw them. I gestured to my mum. I saw them. 40, 50. Mum saw 50. That's incredible. Wow. Sorry. So I counted 30. She counted 50. Wow. Okay. Calm down. This is an ASMR site. Sorry, she was gesturing to me about the birds. She saw 50 of them. That's incredible. Wow. Is ornithology one of my special interests? Can you tell? A little bit. Yes. So it's not one of those I know a lot of things. Special interest, it brings me joy in special interests. So yes, bird watching, specifically twitching. Yes, can you tell? Yeah. Sorry. I got a hot flush. Everything. Oh, the whole works. That's so incredible. 50 flew over. That makes me so happy because they're I'm going to say rare bird. They're not endangered, but they're not common, and that's incredible. We do have a rare bird. We have a little scarlet robin that's been attacking the car windows, the car mirrors, the windows, and we have to. I love seeing people get excited like it feels contagious. Yay! It really is. Pardon me. So this rare endangered bird, which is called the scarlet robin, he's only little, has been really aggressively fighting this fake scarlet robin that it sees in the windows and the reflections. So we've had to go and cover up all of the windows. Well, not all of the windows, but we've had to put things to distract him so he can't see in, and all of the car windows, all of the mirrors for sure. Which it seems weird to chase away a wild bird, but we have had to stop him from hurting himself on the windows, so that's just crazy. Oh, my hand's shaking this time. Yes, from excitement, probably. Okay, so let me just... So art is exciting, but birds flying over gives me such an adrenaline rush. It's next level. It's crazy how excited I get. Heart's pounding. I'm so excited. I'm sorry if this is making you awake. What time is it where you are? What time is it? So let's get rid of that layer. Actually, let's delete that layer altogether. My dog had a thing with attacking mirrors when she first came to us. Yeah, she's a rescue and used to be in the street, so I assume she thought she had to defend herself. Yeah, she would recognize that mirror as another dog, and she would be really upset. It's 2:30 a.m. Oh my goodness, I need to be calming you down, not hyping you up. Calming you down. Shh. 2:30. My God, wow, that's too early. You need to be sleeping. Do you have anything important on tomorrow? Hopefully not. this is why I try to get my things done earlier, so that so that I'm not keeping you up. Thank you. I've had so much fun on this live stream. That's good. I'm so glad. I need to do them in my nighttime, so it's your daytime, so that you can sleep at night. Please go to sleep if you have to go to sleep. I will try not to make so much noise. I won't get so excited. I will just be very calmly sitting here and drawing, so you won't miss much. Thank you so much for being here in this conversation, though. But I do feel like 2 a.m. is a bad bedtime, and I need to. What's your favorite trigger? What's your favorite sleepy time trigger? Okay. Don't forget to check back tomorrow. Or I'm going to say tomorrow, but it might be in a couple of days' time to see the finished product. I'll show you where we're up to, but there's no knives yet. But this is the goose sketch that I've got so far. My little goosey girl, my little goosey girl. She's very, very cute and she's very, very happy. But there will be knives. Oh, hey Nez. So this is where I'm up to so far. Sorry if it's a bit blurry. That's so cool. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Nez. Don't make loud noises. Thank you. You can tell that I traced it, eh? But that's fine. Don't demean yourself that way, Span. It's good. Okay. So I'm going to do the knives. I have a lot of triggers like sponges, hand movements. I'll say that one for doing that. You don't know what to expect. Oh yeah. I need to watch more of those before I can do it through. Yeah. I have a lot of triggers. I like sponges. So just like sponging the mic or like just squishing. I should do a little bit of hand movements for you because I feel like that might make you a little bit sleepy and relaxed. Because we are here to hang out, but we're also here to help you sleep at 2 a.m. I don't have anything on tomorrow because I've lost someone recently. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. Grief is the most horrid of emotions. Yes. Alright, let's not make you go to sleep then. Let's just keep drawing and talking and chatting, and if you feel the need to pop off to sleep, go ahead. But if you want distractions, you've come to the right place. I am all for distractions, and I just want you to know, I want you to feel an outpouring of love. I want you to know that this is completely okay, that you react in any way that you need to. So I love you so much, and I hope that you are feeling really calm in this moment. Okay, so let's on that note, let's draw a knife. I'm going to quickly look up a reference of a knife hat because I have a vision and I'm not sure if my vision is true. Knife hat Halloween, and by vision I mean I have an inkling of what I want to draw. Not like that, no. I'm imagining it like a bow and arrow. Like this, yes. Okay. Excuse the gentleman in the picture, but this is what I'm going for. Something along the lines of this, but with a very cute duck. So that's what I'm going to go for with the top. And then I think I'm going to do a little bit extra. I'm going to go a little bit extra. And I feel like drawing a pile of knives. So let's save this image as a well, actually, I feel like I don't need to. I'll just look at it. So he's got a knife sticking out one end and then a handle at the other. I can do that. Now, the next one I want to do is a pile of knives. Okay, go. I want the perspective though, please. So this and forks. Yes, excellent. Okay, I'm gonna just make it up because all of these. That's your pile of swords. Let's see what that looks like. All right. Oh wow. No. Okay. There's no reference material for the thing that I'm looking for that I can find easily without doing a hard job. So I'm just going to make it up as I go along. So this is the knives layer. I actually want to name this knife layer because I've never named my layers, but KNIVES is a great layer. Oh my goodness. Okay. Did you know? So I didn't know that you can, when you're knowing the nail, when you are renaming your layers, you can just write it in by hand. Like you don't have to type. And if you want to delete part of it, you just scribble it out and it deletes it for you. That's so cool. So this makes it much easier to rename if I don't have to jump between handwriting and typing, because that's one of those things that I think is part of the transition problem that my brain has, is that if I have to type all the time, I'm not going to write as much as if I can handwrite with my pen while I'm doing my digital art. So there's that. So we're in our new knives layer and we're going to do our hat layer. So I want to do, so he's got facing sideways. So if I put that through there, we can see a little bit of the handle on this side, handle coming out this side. So let's go. Oh, I've got the eraser selected. That's not the way. Let's zoom in a little bit and let's put entry wound here. And then we'll go knife. And then that comes into a handle. A bit smaller, a little bit smaller. And then up like that. And then in like this. And then we do want to erase the layer below. To get up, erase the layer below. Turn the opacity up 100%. 100. Okay. Who knew? Right, now we'll put a circle here and a circle over here for the handle, and then the blade end there. And then that goes in, that stays straight, a little bit there. To show it's a knife and that's a handle. You do use Procreate? Yes. I have heard it's really good, but I only have a Kindle Fire, so I just use free drawing app if I draw anything digitally. I would love to see what you draw. Do you put it anywhere on the internet? Do you have an Instagram? What do you draw? I would love to connect with you on drawing. So the angle I've got this on means that the other side of the knife isn't going to come out. We're not going to see it, so I actually need to select this layer and change the angle significantly to be like this, actually. Maybe like that, which is an unnatural layer for me, or when I drew the details in the wrong layer. So let's go down a little like that, make it a bit smaller. There we go. Alright, now let's go to the layer underneath, back to our eraser, and get rid of whatever this was. The details. We'll get rid of this circle and make it lower as well. Yes, I do work with Procreate, but the only reason I work with Procreate is because I got a grant, actually. Oops. And if I don't Scooter posted somewhere, sorry. That's okay, that's alright. It's not good at all, it's just doodling, really. I'm sure it's a lot better than you give yourself credit for, and it's 10,000 times better than anything an AI has made. Let me tell you now, human made, far better. I used to sell little bits and pieces, but I found commissions to be so stressful. If you used to sell, then your art is good. If you can sell, your art is good, I tell you now. Art is good even if you can't sell, but seriously, people don't buy art that's not good. So if you're selling, you've got good art. or if you were. Commissions are super, super, super stressful. Yes, I am considering reopening commissions for pet portraits specifically. I could do people portraits as well. You're better than you think you are, let me tell you now. We all are our own harshest critics, and that is especially true of neurodivergent folk. Let me just. Anyway, let me just panic about that at you for a second. But yes, no pressure to share. If you're not comfortable sharing, do not. But if you ever do, I am here to see your work. I am your biggest supporter. I do feel like I could create a creative community where we all share together, and I do have Discord, but it's not specifically creativity, but I'm considering, if you're interested to use Discord at all, I'm considering doing in my Discord group channel thing, I have a conversation page going where I'm just going to put up sketches and art and encourage others to put up sketches and art, which is a private community. It's very small. There's like less than 10 people there, I think, at the moment. And we talk about ASMR, and we don't talk a lot, but I would love to have that more active so we can have stuff like this, but in typing more often. So if you are a Discord person, the link is usually at the bottom of my videos. It won't be on this one because this is a live, and I don't know how to set up that setting. But if you go to older videos and find the link, I believe that's the only way to join. I don't know how Discord works very well. I'm still a noob there. So let me go back to my duck, and by duck I mean silly goose. That would be cool. I haven't been on Discord because of all the bad stories you hear about stuff. I could make an account and stuff. Yeah, so there are a lot of, it's like, what's the place Twitter used to be for me. So I used to have Twitter, but I used to hate it because of all the bad stories. But if you only join certain things, and just talk to people you trust, like if you only join my Discord server, that's the word. If you only join my server, then it should be a safe society because it's only us. It's only people like you who I've met on my channel talking about ASMR most of the time, and my book of poetry, and we share memes, and we hello Opal whispers, hello. Yeah, so you just gotta curate your community a little bit, and I'm not saying be exclusive to me, but you're more than welcome to if that's. Why does this duck look so strange-headed now that it's got a knife through its head? That sounds bad. Hi, Opal. Bad things aren't happening. It's okay. Let me show you where we're up to. It's a cute little Halloween drawing, I swear. It's going to be fun. It's fun. It's going to be fun. This is what I'm drawing, and it's going to be fun. It's just angling the fun head knife that I'm doing at the moment, and it's just a little bit cute, a little bit rageous, a little bit cute, a little bit feels. Oh, you love it. Good. I just realized I said something about stubbing the head of a duck, and that's not nice. That's not what we're here for. So let me get rid of that circle. Where is it? Okay. Why do I get Inspector Gadget stuck in my head all the time? Okay, I'm actually going to change that again. Redo. Why did you redo it? What program do you use? This is Procreate. So I don't use Procreate. I do use Procreate. I'm not proficient in Procreate because I haven't used it much. I got a grant this year, and in that I offer $1,000 from Southeast Arts in Bega, and what that allowed me to do was buy an iPad. So I've only had this iPad a few months, so I'm still learning the program. I think that's more of a comical layer. Okay, comical thing. So I'm gonna get it sticking out like this. It helps if you use the brush tool instead of the erase tool when you're trying to paint instead of erase. Okay, so now we want green back into the knives layer, and we're just gonna put this line here. And go to this one. It can be overwhelming. I've played with it a bit. Yes. So I used to use Photoshop. And that was overwhelming. This is far simpler for me, and it's a pretty good transition, really. That's way too thick. I'm feeling my assigned stinging. Okay, please go to sleep. Please. Thank you so much for the conversations, guys, and ASMR, and just the great vibes. Good night. Super Doctor Who luck. I love you. I hope you have a really good night. Good night. Sleep well. Good night. Sleep well. Good night. Sleep well. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you have really restful, peaceful time. Good night. So Opal. Yeah, it's awesome about the grant. It was a very exciting micro grant that I got this year, and yeah, I'm still very much learning. So if you hear me freaking out about what goes where or what I'm doing, that's why I'm not very good at it yet. But I'm getting there, and it's very intuitive. Once you watch a few, what do you call those things? Once you watch a few tutorials, it gets more intuitive. And I have been watching a lot of tutorials, let me tell you. Okay, let me just get this line a little bit straighter. It's hard to get a line straight. Hard for me to be straight. Okay. That's far worse. Okay, I'm focusing too much on details. Erase, and then I'll answer your question. I'm sorry, I'm coming. I just have to clean this up just a little tad. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. Alright, now I'm gonna put a little fake bit of, oh whoops, wrong layer, this one, come down here. A bit more. Okay, I need to not worry about the line work and work on the overall sketch. You have such a great ASMR voice. Thank you so much. Sorry we're so overexposed and bright. It's because it tries to overexpose me. Okay, there we go. You have such a great ASMR voice. Thank you. When did I experience it originally? When did I originally experience ASMR or my voice? The ASMR. I think I'm going to answer both of those questions. So my first experience of experiencing my voice, which is probably not what you're asking, but literally comes from talking to myself. So if I'm rushed or pretty much any emotion, if I'm doing anything, I'll be like, okay, Spat, I need to blah, 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 blah. And I always found that calming. And that was far before I knew about ASMR at all. I think I used to experience ASMR at school from the sound of tearing paper. A little bit. I used to love silent reading, my own voice when I'm silent reading, because when I'm reading along it, it talks in my mouth, because it talks with the words, and the words talk in my mouth a lot, like that, like when I'm silent reading. So that's when I would first experience ASMR. But my first experience of ASMR being online was through my brother, because he really likes not ASMR like this, not the chatty type. He likes the accidental type, like boot polish. I love boot polish videos. My gosh, they give me tingles. But I like ASMR from people, so I like it from me, and people presenting like I do, which is really nice. Like you, Opal, I love your ASMR. Yeah, from people. Thanks, Naz. Yeah, that is the same. Yeah, so I get that a lot more with that interconnection, personal friendship sort of feeling. Works. Oh no, yes, all good. I'm always talking to myself too. Yay, my first experience with school as well. I love listening to other kids whisper read to themselves. I was that kid. I was the kid whispering reading because I can't read silently. So when I do my silent reading, it's always me whispering the reading to myself, which people used to get annoyed at me for that. I used to try not to do that, but it was impossible, and I used to love reading, so I would be reading like in between classes, because I'm a big nerd and didn't have any friends in primary school, or if I did, I ignored them. They overwhelmed me, so I would whisper read in even when I was supposed to be like socializing, like at lunchtime and stuff as well. And people would be like, "Oh, you're so annoying. That's so annoying. Stop it." And now it's glorified because of this community that we've built together, and that makes me so happy. One of my favorite ASMRs at the moment triggers is Knockout ASMR, so KO ASMR, and she has Girl Who Is Secretly Obsessed With You Does Your Hair. That character of Tara is my best friend. Like, she is perfect. She's really relatable. She voices a lot of her anxieties that I have, and that, especially that I had at school, and that is something that you don't always see that much. I'm going to make the handle of this a bit bigger. So I'm going to select. I'm just going to select. No! Freehand, not automatic. Hey. Okay. Well, okay, so. No. Freehand. I'm just going to select this part and then go to this one. No. Okay, we're just going to. Sorry, I just stopped talking because I was focusing. We're just going to ignore all of that, and we're just going to go back into layers, and we're just going to pretend it's fine because it's comical anyway. It doesn't have to line up. I love those role plays. I'll have to check her out. Oh my god, she's my favorite for sure. I think there's a few people doing Girl Who's Secretly Obsessed With You videos, but I exclusively watch KO ASMR. She's just, I don't know, something about her is just perfect for me. I have been watching a lot of hers. I watched hers the other night when I couldn't sleep because stress, and then last night I actually ended up taking a rest of it to go to sleep. So the next thing I'm going to do is work on something I am going to be calling my pile of knives and swords, which I'm going to put on its own layer, and I'm just going to be really rough swords. Pile of knives, and because this I'm going to be coloring in this goose eventually to make it a little bit more fun. But we're just doing the line art today. I'll be coloring it in a different day, I think. So I'm just doing lots of knives here. We're actually on a layer underneath, so why don't I just draw all the way through and then erase it later? Good idea. Okay, thank you. I don't know what knives look like now, I'm realizing. Sorry, I'm just getting a bit overwhelmed. Okay, I'm gonna have to go sorry. Okay, good, no one said anything. I thought I was far behind, but I'm actually doing alright. So I'm just gonna go in and get rid of those ones that are underneath. Now this is just, I was gonna say just a sketch layer, but this whole thing. Let's see. What's going on? I said, hey, you. This is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I was like, it'll be easy. I'll just make it small. I think it's gonna look great though. Eventually when I paint it up, I think it is gonna look good. So I'm just gonna keep the cockatoos are back. I can't believe so many cockatoos flew over. That's incredible. So let's do a tip here. It would help if my hand wasn't so shaky. Opal, what's your favorite ASMR to make? What's your favorite ASMR to make? If you're still here, you might not still be here. It's probably quite late at night where you are, I imagine. Seeing it's getting into the middle of the day here where I am, which is the opposite side of the world. Okay, let's put a big sword coming in this way. A big butcher's knife. These would be the worst knives. I like to make ASMR. I'm explaining things, I guess. Roleplays intimidate me. Same. I don't do roleplays well. I get really embarrassed. I get really, I'm not very good at imagination and stuff. So for roleplays, I tend to get a bit self-conscious when I'm doing them. I want to do more, but because I know they're popular, but that's no reason to do something if you don't want to do it. So I've not been doing it. Over-explaining things is fun. I like over-explaining things. I did one for a hat once. A hat. So I was over-explaining what a hat was and why you wear it and how you wear it and all of that good stuff. And that was really fun. I haven't done an over-explaining video in a long time though, so I should do more of those. And watch more of yours as well. I like to do crochet ASMR. I could do a beginner video on that. I'm going to have to find that hat video. Oh, I don't know. Well in the past, my friend. Well in the past. I like to do crochet ASMR. If you do a beginner crochet how-to video, I will watch that 1,000 times because I am so bad at crocheting. I'm so bad. I am so bad. Ness, hey Ness. I crave connection and snapping has really helped me come out of my shell. I'm autistic in high school with others and in high school with other autistic people. Oh, I'm so glad your high school has other autistic people and you all know about each other. That makes me so happy for you, Ness. I encourage them to snap with me. So breaking the ice is easier. That is so cool. That is so cool that you have that, Ness. Oh, I'm so proud of you. I know that you crave. I know that you crave it, and I want to help you so much. But I'm so bad at it, and my muscles all hurt today because I've been doing gardening recently, so I can't do big amounts. But I wish I could. I wish I could do more. I just need to do a few more of these. Sorry. Knives. It's so boring, but I think it's gonna look good in the end. It's just sketchy, so you get the idea without me having to do too much detail. Why do more work when less work do trick? Oh, what about those butcher's knives? Those big square ones. I don't know enough about knives to be doing this. Maybe an axe. Maybe an axe head. I don't think I have space for an axe head. We're too small axe head. Like that, yes. I'm doing a lot over here. Okay. I think that's gonna be it for the knives. Alright, I think this is really coming along. It's gonna be tricky to have to actually kind of good at it. You know what, Naz? I bet you are. I bet you're really, really good at it. I can send some of my snapping reels in Discord. Oh my god, yes! I didn't realize you make them. And then I can know more what you want to see if I see. Yes, please link it in the Discord. Please, 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 please. I won't be looking at it right now while I'm on the stream. Sorry if you're like asleep and don't want to do that right now, but I would love to watch it. I haven't even clicked through your channel. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Reels are great. Okay. Is that on Instagram or on YouTube? What am I doing with gardening? So my gardening, I volunteered at on Wednesday. I volunteered with at a garlic farm. I have made friends with someone from the gardening like club in Kuma, which is the little town near mine. The little city, little town. And okay, I love this painting so much. And I was help weeding some plots for the new garlic to go into. And what that was hacking out grass and stuff out of the big plots so that the garlic could be planted. So I was helping doing that, and it was really hard. And I overworked myself, and now my whole body is stiff and sore, and it was really painful yesterday, and it's not quite so painful today. But it's still enough that when I click, I feel it in my thumb and down my arm because I've got a little bit of RSI, and we're working with what we've got in my body. I'm actually really loving this. I need a few more knives in the corner here. This might be my Halloween mascot. With his little Halloween hat on. She's a girl. I've decided she's a girl. I don't know why. So that's some swords. Let's put one more sword down this side, coming out like this to a point. Into the fray. Okay. Okay. That's awesome. I love garlic. I love garlic as well. Opal. Oh my gosh, you gave me. Oh my god. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. 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 Opal. 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 Thank you. Oh my gosh. You definitely should go to bed. Thank you so much. I hope my pain goes away soon. Me too. Me too. Yeah, well, it's subsiding. And I hope you have a really, really, really good night. Thank you so much for the sponsorship. Thank you so much. Thanks for popping in and chatting too. Thank you so much. Garlic is one of my favorite things in the world. So thank you so much. I hope you have a really, 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 really nice, restful sleep. Good night. 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 Oh, I'm so proud. You make me so happy. You make me so, so happy right now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Sleep well. Good night. Sleep well. Good night. Sleep. Wow. Have a good rest. Love you. Alright, I'm just got a couple of little things to clean up, and then I think I might almost be done. So this stream's actually going to be ending pretty soon. Pretty soon, I think. I might hang around for a little bit, see if Nez comes back. I will put a couple more knives in this corner just to sort of even things out. Into the unknown. Should I start colouring? What I should do is sign it on this plate over here. And then I just write a span. Super. No. Kisses. Kisses, kisses, kisses. Alright. I am loving this, guys. It's not working. Oh, that sucks, Nez. Maybe try another day. I don't know why. Is it some sort of, what is it? I'm not sure. Let me just do a quick look. The phone is all this fault. It's a dirt fault. The phone is all this dirt. Yeah, maybe it's some something like, oh, I've got to go check my post. I've got to go check my post box. Got a little notification. That's okay. Is it a... Not at all. I don't mind if you DM me at all. Please, please, please. Anytime you want to reach out, show me things, anything like that, please do. Also, if you put in where to find you, I can always do it that way as well. But yes, please. Let me. Here we go. Accept. There we go. Hi. Hello. We're friends. That's good. Let me go to the community chat. There we go. Okay, there you are. All right. Put back. Okay. Morgan. Hello. Christian, what? Christian. I looked down for 2 seconds. Christian, you're naughty. Thank you. Thanks so much for the support, everyone. Thank you so much. And hello, Morgan. Hello. Hi, Morgan. How you doing, Morgan? So I can't see. I'll message. I'm just gonna type hello to you, Nez, and then the conversation. Yay! Oh yay! Okay, it's working. I will not watch that right now. I won't watch that right now, but I will watch it in 1 second, Nez. Okay. And by 1 second, I mean after the stream is finished. I am very excited to see your reels. I'm very excited. I'm so excited that I got 2 lots of monies. This little one. Oh my gosh. Okay. Doing well. How are you? I'm good, Morgan. I'm feeling a lot better now. The morning was very rough health-wise. Yesterday was not great, but I'm doing well now. I am invigorated by this. What we're doing now, Morgan. I think you're gonna really love the drawing I've been drawing, Morgan. I feel like it's gonna be up your alley. Hello, welcome back, Alice Coffia. Having your videos on live while doing homework is so nice. Oh, well done on doing your homework. I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you for doing your homework. Well done. Did you have a nice dinner? What did you have for dinner? Something delicious. Nom. Morgan, if it's the middle of the night and you're supposed to be sleeping, don't forget to go to bed. Don't forget to go to sleep. Yes, I'm going to Tumblr and some roleplay tomorrow. Oh, nice. I haven't been. I used to get into that. I used to get into Tumblr, writing roleplay stuff. Oh my gosh, I forgot all about that. That was an era in my life, my friends. That was an era. That's excited. That's really cool. Tell me more. It's 10+10. That's pretty good. Mac and cheese. Yum. Chili. That's my favorite. Scandalous. Don't at me. 10+10's pretty good. That's good. Okay. I had mac and cheese. Delicious. Love that for you. Chili. If you like that, I love that for you. I'm glad it's your favorite cheat meal. Yes. Very good. Okay. Are we ready? I'm glad you're here, Christian. Are you ready for this? The big reveal. This is the line work. I'm considering colouring it in, but I might do that another day because I need to stretch. Maybe I'll just hang out and chat for a little bit. Maybe, I don't know, 15 minutes, 10 minutes. I feel like we'll colour it in another day, but I've finished the line work. Are you ready? This is a very too exciting for 10 p.m. You might be too excited to sleep again. Are we ready? The big reveal. I went to Longhorn Steakhouse tonight. Oh my goodness. It wasn't bad. And what would you like to know? I would like to know where I can read your roleplays. I would like to know what your Tumblr is so that I may stalk you and follow you on Tumblr. My Tumblr is called These Bad Days Will End. Much like something you've seen before. I'll spill that tension. My Tumblr is These Bad Days Will End. I'm not there often. I want to stalk you. Gosh, I want to stalk you so bad. bad. These bad days will end with little dashes between them. You know how it goes. That's me. I also have other pages, like quite a few pages, but that's my main account is These Bad Days Will End. Got me through some rough years. I don't really do much on there creatively for myself. I do reblogs. I just reblog everything. I reblog. I have a Manic Pixie Dream Boots was my writing vlog on there where I would give out writing advice, which I feel like I'm going to revive because it had such a good following, and I do want to get into writing. I have too many creative hats. Okay, I'm getting very warm. Oh my goodness, actually. Okay, stop. One thing at a time. Show the picture. I'm showing the picture now. Are you ready? Dun, 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 dun. This is the picture. Are you ready? Dun, 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 dun. This is my masterpiece. This is her. She is angry and she is goofy and she is a silly goose. She is very, very happy. I love this goose so much. She is a chaos goblin. It's a beautiful day in the village and she is a horrible goose. I love her. She is my spirit animal. She really likes to wear silly hats. I love her. Her name is Macaroni. This is true. Her name is Mac and Cheese. Oh, look, you can see out my window. Look at that tree. She's Macaroni. She lives for cheese. A little nibble of cheese is her vice. Goose on her pile of knives, indeed. Mama Mac. Macaroni. Mac for short. She is my new favourite rosé, as it were. I will not be colouring in today, but I feel like she should be turned into a sticker. I feel like she should be turned into a print. I feel she deserves more from this life. She is so proud of her knives. She's so proud of her knives. She collect Waluigi, a sticker like Waluigi. Look, no judgment here, but what you want to see in a bikini is your business. I'm not going to put Macaroni in a bikini. Or am I? This has inspired me. And I need inspiration because I haven't drawn in 2 weeks, and now I've created an artwork that I love, a character that I feel is desirable and fun, and there's not even a spaceman in this picture. How amazing is that? Alright, I'm going to leave it there because it has taken us 2 hours to chat and draw this artwork, and I'm going to send it to myself. I'm going to put it up as a line artwork. Whoop, not like that. Stop. I know what I'm doing. I swear. I'm a professional. Okay. Macaroni. I'm going to go into gallery and I'm going to rename it Macaroni on her pile of knives. Macaroni on her pile of knives. She's gorgeous. She's thriving. She's cross. She's happy. She is proud of her pile of knives. Okay. I am going to go to the little spanner and go to the share. Inspector gadget. Alright, I'm going to go to JPEG. I'm going to export it as JPEG. Excellent. And I'm going to Gmail it to span. I'm going to start a creative folder, and it's called Goose. JPEG. Mac and knives. How do you feel about mac and cheese? Good. How do you feel about mac and knives? I would die for her. Okay. I would follow her into battle. She is my battle goose. feel like my nettle goose, she also likes nettles. Battle. I feel like this could be a really recurring character in my life. Send. Done. Okay, now I want to also export. I want to share. I want to go video. I want to go to video, time-lapse recording. I want to do export time-lapse video full length, which is actually less than 60 seconds, which is nice. And I want to Gmail that to myself. Message. Did you? How do I get that back? Okay, 1 second. Let me just finish this email. Goose child. No, I think she's not a Gooseum's child, actually. She is Goose. Goose knives video line art. Okay, send. Ready for a very important message. I wonder if I know what this is already. I'm in the wrong app. 1 second. We were talking about AI earlier, and here is the very first. Did AI or humans make this? I want to show you 2 images, and I want you to think, which one do you think AI made? I mean, it's a little bit biased at this point, but this is, did a human make this? Did a human make this? Right? Is this AI made? This one? Big Goose? Or did an AI make this? Did an AI make this? This art here. Why is it? Focus. She wear her bikini. I'm very impressed. You know, I didn't notice the bikini upon first reflection of this. Did AI make this? It is very important. I'm going to screenshot this and I'm going to save it because we need as many images of macaroni as we can. And look, macaroni in a bikini. I don't even need to make this anymore. Macaroni in her bikini. She looks fabulous. Okay, and it just go down and I'm just going to... She's fabulous. I would like to increase the resolution, please. I think the word you were looking for was silly goose. You am very silly goose. You am silly goose. Excuse me, is that a belly button? Is that flesh? Is that a belly button? She's carrying her knife in a way that I thought I might draw my knife, but also, is that a fake hand and a belly button? What is going on? I'm in love. Okay. Macaroni, you are fabulous. Thank you for this very important and sensible message. Very important and very sensible message. Okay. Don't overthink it. Don't look at it for too long. Okay. We've got this. I've exported it as a JPEG. Do I want to export it as anything else? I can come back to it later. Alright, I am happy with my little goose. And you can definitely tell that I did not have a reference for that pile of knives. Okay. I'm going to work slowly because that is how my life goes now. I just have to take things little by little, and it's okay to do the line work one day and the colour work the next because we've got a pain in our finger that wasn't there before. I think maybe my drugs are wearing off. I took some Panadols this morning. All done. Thank you. I'm so happy that I got this grant so that I could work out that lives are the way to go and that I could draw pretty images with you. I do still want to draw my garlic. Should I draw my garlic real quick? My garlic, quick. Quickly. No, I should stop for the day because pain. I need to stop for the day because pain. Alright. Fun hair clip. Okay. I very sorry, but I think the stream's going to come to an end very soon. Very soon. So if you have anything we want to chat about real quick in the meantime, I'm just going to be pottering about, putting away, making some noises. But Actually, I'm going to show you my jumper. I'm just going to put this away and show you my very important jumper. And then... Sorry I bumped you. And then I'm going to go. Great stream. See you next week, hopefully. Hopefully, yes. I will see you next week. I love experiences like today because I was feeling really rough this morning. Not well. And I was like, forcing myself to do this stream, and then we had the best stream ever. We made a great artwork, we had some fantastic conversation, and I am feeling so much more vibrant, so much more well. So thank you, great community. I love you guys so much, and I will remember that for next week. I'm really glad to. All right. No worries, we love you. I'm adding you on my Tumblr roleplay blog. Yes, please do. Thank you. We love you too. Glad you're feeling so much better. Yes, it's crazy. You would think as an autistic person that I would be more drained by interactions, but this sort of interaction is the one that doesn't drain me. It builds me up, buttercup baby, just to let you down. But before I do, let me just take off a layer. Can you just a little surprising hint as to why I'm so excited to show you my jumper. It's warming up nicely. The fog has lifted. The day is good. We're all friends here. Look at my jumper. Look at it. So this is a secondhand thrifted jumper from an op shop. From, I believe it was Vinny's, actually. We got Nala over this side. We got Nala. She's blowing out, and we got Simba over this side. Listen. This jumper is getting its own video. And I'm never taking it off again. I love it so much. I love you. I hope you have a really good night. Good day. Good life. Good time. Good week. And I'll see you next week. Okay. You will have videos before Friday. I have one very important Lion King themed video to film this week. Probably not today because my hands are in pain, but hopefully this week. You'll get one video tomorrow morning, actually. So look forward to that. My 6 p.m, whenever that is for you, tomorrow evening, probably. I love you so much. Thank you so much for this stream. I've been having so grateful for you. So grateful for the little bursts of money as well. Thank you. Makes me feel very appreciated and loved. Okay. Good night. 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 Sleep well. Good night. Sleep well. Good night. Sleep. Good night. Sleep. Good night. Sleep. 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 Wow. Good night. 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 Sleep. Wow. Good night. Sleep well. Good night. Sleep well. Good night. Sleep. Wow. How do you turn this thing off? End stream. Yes, please. Love you guys. Good night. How do you turn this thing off?